my name is Rachel, and today I am going to be giving you my Tome Topple TBR. I have thought about participating in this before and kind of mildly attempted it before, but never officially committed with a TBR, I don't think. So that's what I'm going to do today. If you're unaware, I will link the announcement video for this round of the Tome Topple. Basically, the goal is just to read a bunch of books that are over 500 pages. And there's various challenges. I'm not necessarily going to stick to the challenges. One challenge is to read more than one tome. One is to read a graphic novel. One is to read an adult book. And I don't remember the other ones. Maybe buddy read. Oh, yeah, buddy read is one, which reminds me I don't have one of my books here, and I don't remember the last one. But I'm kind of just mildly sticking to the challenges-ish, so I won't even really be mentioning those until maybe the wrap-up. But anyway, here we go. My first pick for the Tome Topple Challenge, which starts this coming Friday, by the way. Like I said, I'll link all the details down below because it's too late at night to remember all the details. But anyway, the first book that I'm going to be reading, over 500 pages, is My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. I feel like this has been on so many of my TBRs and I've never gotten to it, but I have to this time because it is my high school book club's pick for the first week in December, which is quickly approaching. So I absolutely need to get to this one. It's gonna happen. And this one comes in at, let's see, oh, we're in the 400s. Let's make sure it's actually a 500 page. Oh, it only goes up, technically, the writing only goes up to 491. So technically, it probably doesn't work, but it works for this reader. So we're going to count this as my first tome. Then next up is the next book we'll be reading for book club. So this will be the first week in January that would be our meeting. And I'm just trying to get a little ahead here because it can't hurt. And because I'm super excited to read this book and it works for this challenge. So, I mean, it would just be perfect. And for that, we're going with Children of Blood and Bone by Tome Topple. Somehow I managed not to read this yet. I've owned this since the day it came out, so I'm not really sure why I haven't read it. Maybe it is the size. Let's see how many pages this one is. Oh, what? There is a poster back here. How did I not know that I had a book with a poster? What? I didn't even know this. How? And then a little behind the scenes. How did I not know this was even back there? Probably because I haven't read it. But it blends in really well. But anyway, sorry, sidetracked. This is a whopping, if we go before the author notes, the epilogue ends on page 525. So definitely a tome, definitely one I need to get to. So I'm going to try to take care of both of my book club books this round of Tome Topple, so that way I start the year ready to go. And then another book that I'm kind of reading for school, we just got this in for my middle school, and I just saw it on our mock Prince Award challenge, so I decided to go ahead and read it because it is over 500 pages. And that is The Assassination of Brangwain Spurge by M.T. Anderson and Eugene Yelchin. It looks really strange, and it does have some actual word pages in it, but it seems like a big chunk of the book is just artwork, so it reminds me a lot of a Brian Selznick kind of book. So this will work kind of as a graphic novel situation. It should be really quick to read. Let's check the page count. Like I said, lots of pictures. If we cut it off before the author's note, the end. Uh-oh. Well, the last numbered page is 516. So I feel like it's going to be let's just go 520-ish. So this will definitely work as a tome. It's one that I really should read for our mock award situation and because we just got it in at one of my school libraries. So I'm going to give it a read. And then next up, I have 4 other books that are kind of in the realm of possibility. And just P.S., first of all, I know that I'm not going to get to all of these. This is just kind of my stack of possibilities. And 2, I have been horrible about readathon TBRs and like, well, pretty much since forever. I feel like I work really hard to pick ones out that match the challenges and that I'm really excited to read, and then as soon as I post my video, I don't want to read them anymore. But I mean, luckily some of these I have to read, so maybe that'll help me stick to it. But I don't know. The one that I don't have here because I don't have a physical copy of is Pet Sematary by Stephen King. This is the one when I went, aha, buddy read. One of my friends really wants to read the book before we go see the movie later this year, so we decided to maybe buddy read it over the next few weeks. It is definitely over 500 pages, at least as far as I know, because it's a Stephen King book, and that man is super long-winded. So that is one that I'm probably going to get to. That will most likely be as an audiobook, though, because Michael C. Hall reads it. He is Dexter and from 6 Feet Under. So I love him. I'm definitely going to check out the audiobook for that. That's why I don't have it. So maybe I'll put a picture here. But yeah, so that's on there. And then I also have 3 more that fit the bill that are kind of on my peripheral. So I know I won't get to all these, but these are the ones up for opportunity. The next one is one I just recently bought, and that is The Passage by Justin Cronin. This was actually mentioned in another book that I read recently, so I picked it up, and I'm very, very interested to read it. Let's check the page count for this. 755 is the last page number I see, so it's well over 500. So this is a possibility. Next up is one that I've had since the day it came out, and I still haven't read it yet. And this will wrap up a series for me, which I'm excited to do, and that is Obsidio. This is by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and yes, I just read Gemina earlier this year in 2018, so I'm definitely excited to read this. We read Illuminae, and I reread it for book club this year. I think that was our first read of the fall, so I'm excited to kind of get back into this world, and this book is, we'll go with 615 pages, so just over the limit, but it counts. And lastly on my radar is one that just came out. That is Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer. We just read Renegades for book club, so I feel like I'm ready for this. I'm kind of interested in it still, and I feel like if I wait very long, then I'm not going to care. So I'd like to go ahead and get this in so I can finish it, because as far as I know, this is just a duology, so I will be wrapping this one up. And this has... oh no. This one technically, it says the Renegades trilogy coming. Don't miss the thrilling conclusion to the, I thought it was going to be a duology. It's a trilogy. That kind of like upsets me now. But still, I think I want to read it. It is technically under 500 pages, I think. I got distracted when I saw that, and now I've got to go back to my pages. It looks like maybe 470 pages. So again, technically not a tome, but we're going to go ahead and count it as a tome. So yeah, did I mention that this readathon is only like 2 weeks long? So there is definitely no way I'm going to get to all these, but you know what? These are the ones that I'm thinking about at the moment, and these are the ones I'm going to try. I feel like My Lady Jane is the only one that is for sure going to happen, because I have to have that read by the end of the month, and the Tome Topple Readathon pretty much goes until the end of the month. It starts this Friday, November 16th, and it runs until the 29th, so pretty much all month. And then I have to have Lady Jane read by the following Friday. So that one is a for sure. And I'd really like to get Children of Blood and Bone done. And I've kind of committed to Pet Sematary. So those are probably the top 3. But let me know down below which of these you would like to see me read. Maybe that will sway some of my choice picks. And if you are participating in Tome Topple, I would love to hear what you're reading as well. It's always fascinating, because I feel like you really have to want to read the book if it's like 500 pages, because you're not going to stick around for a book that's not very good and you're not excited for if it's that long. So let me know down below, and I'm hoping maybe to vlog Tome Topple, so let me know if you'd like to see that down below. And yeah, that's all I have for you today, so wish me luck, and I will see you again in another video soon. Bye for now!